Good morning, my friend, and welcome to today's Morning Movement with Mel, where we are focusing on compassion. Let's go ahead and begin. Meet me in a nice child's pose. Those feet are together, those knees are wide, reaching those fingertips towards the top of the mat. Maybe you need to bend the elbows here. Maybe you can place the forehead down on the earth, or maybe if that's not working for you today, you can bring a yoga block underneath the forehead. And if you feel that nose pressing into the mat, you can gently tuck the chin in towards the chest. Settling into the space. Settling into your body. Settling into this practice. Maybe you choose to rock the forehead side to side, massaging that frontalis muscle in the forehead. Activating that third eye located between the eyebrows. Take any cleansing breaths you need here, yogi, or maybe you focus on that strong, victorious Ujjayi breath. And let's set the intention here together of compassion. Remembering that everything is energy, including our words. So not just for this practice, but throughout the day, really focus on speaking only words that are kind, loving, and compassionate to yourself. Your body is always listening. And notice when you make those shifts, how they have such a huge impact on your day-to-day, and even how you may feel in this practice. One more breath here, yogi. And when you're ready, press it up into that tabletop position. Take a moment to yield into the earth, and let's just kind of sway the hips side to side. Waking up the body. Good work. And meet me in that neutral tabletop position. That left palm stays down. Rotate, reaching that right arm up towards the sky. Maybe smile. Exhale. Thread that needle, taking that right ear down to the mat, and that right palm faces up towards the sky. Option to stay here, or you can join me by extending that left arm out towards the top of the mat. Maybe you continue on and extend that left leg back behind you. Maybe you keep the toes down, or maybe you join me in lifting that left leg up, squeezing that left thigh, pressing that left heel back behind you. If that left leg is extended, bring the knee back underneath, down to the hip, and press that left palm down to the earth, rotating back up towards that right side once more. And bring it back down. Right palm stays down. Reach that left arm up, rotating open towards that left side. Exhale. That left ear now goes down towards the mat, as well as that left shoulder. Option to extend those right fingertips up towards the mat. And if you tried it on the other side, let's give it a whirl here. Extend that right leg back behind you and choose to lift. Really grounding into that scapula, squeezing that right thigh, pressing that right heel back behind you, activating the core. If that leg is extended and lifted, bring it back down to the mat and bring that left hand back to the face. Press down into that right hand as you rotate open back towards the left. Exhale. Bring it back down in that tabletop. Excellent job. Now, go back into that child's pose, or join me, taking it a step further, and let's go into that puppy pose. Keeping the knees in line with the hip, extend the arms out towards the top of the mat. Now, you may need to bend the elbows here, and that's okay, depending on where you are. But really work towards extending the arms out, bringing the forehead down to the mat, or maybe you play with bringing a block underneath that forehead as well. I can tell for me personally, I'm feeling extra tight in these shoulders today. And that's really what I enjoy about showing up to the mat. And this practice is every time, it is always different. One more breath here. And walk those forearms in and press back into that tabletop position. Let's tuck the toes underneath and just hover the knees and hold. Take a moment, you've got it. Strong yogi grip into that mat and lower back down. Let's do 2 more. Lift the knees and hold. You've got it, yes. And lower back down. 1 more time, you've got it. Lift a few inches with those knees, yes you can, and then press it back into that down dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Keeping that strong yogi grip here into the mat the entire time. The hips are lifting up and back. You're pressing those heels down to the earth. Maybe they touch, maybe they never do, and that is okay. Ground into that right hand. Use that left hand to reach across the body. Take a hold of that right calf, that right shin, and give me that nice revolve down dog. That gaze is underneath that armpit. Think about rotating the rib cage up towards the sky. Bring that left hand back down, down dog center. This time, ground into that left hand. Take a hold with that right hand to that left shin or the ankle, just not the knee, and rotate over towards now that left side. Beautiful job. Continue to breathe. Say something nice to yourself here. And bring it back to that down dog. Beautiful. Look between the hands. Walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees if you need to, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands, heart center, Samaste Tahi. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back into that high plank and hold. Lift that right leg and let's pulse it for 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Lift the left leg. Let's pulse it for 3, 2, 1. One more each side. Here we go. Right leg lifts. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Strong yogi grip. Lift the left. Pulse it 3, 2, 1. Yes, look forward, shift forward, lower to the knees, untuck the toes. Exhale, lowers you down. Squeeze everything in towards the midline. Press the toenails into the earth. Inhale, lifts you up, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes underneath. Take it back into that down dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Ground into that left foot. Sweep that right foot back for that 3-point down dog, pressing the heel back behind you, keeping the hip internally rotated. This time, point the toe, rotate now, open towards that right side, bend that right knee. Yes, now we have that amazing down dog split, opening up the hip here. Extend that right leg, bring it back, hips towards the floor for that 3-point down dog. And now take that right foot behind the left, bending that left knee for that cross-legged down dog. Feeling that nice stretch in the calf here. Come up on the toes, bring that down dog center and take the heels down to the earth. Grounding into that left foot, rotate it out to a 45-degree angle. Exhale, knee to nose, and bring that right foot down. Ground in that left foot. Inhale, lifts you up for that warrior 1. Take a moment, take a breath, hold. Can you squeeze that left thigh a little more? Excellent job, you've got it right here. On your exhale, rotate the fingertips open towards that right side. Feel the energy radiating. Inhale, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, heel to arch alignment. Rotate open towards that warrior 2. Good job. Feel that scapula pulling apart, pressing into the blade of that left foot. Extend that right leg. Let's revolve that warrior. That right bicep comes to that right ear. Left hand comes behind the body. Bring the arms back parallel towards the earth. Extended triangle. Reach the right fingertips out in front of you and take that right hand down to the shin, to a block on the outside of that foot, or take a hold of that right big toe. The left fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. That drishti, that gaze is looking up, or if that's troublesome for the neck, it's looking down towards the earth. Beautiful. One more breath here, rotating the rib cage up and look down towards that right foot. Frame that right foot, pivot on that left toe. Give me that nice runner's lunge. Stay here just a moment. Squeeze that left thigh. Yes. Excellent job. And lower to that left knee. Untuck the toe. Bring both palms on the inside of that right foot, and let's take it down to this lizard, one of my favorites. And maybe you need to stay on those palms. Maybe you take it down here with me on the forearms. And you can kind of play around with this a little bit. Sometimes I like to open the knee and roll into the blade of that right foot, feeling that deeper stretch in that hip flexor. Good job. And if you're on those forearms, walk it up to those palms. Keep that left hand down, rotate that right arm back, take a hold of that left foot for that nice quad stretch. You may even feel a little cramp here in that left hamstring. That's okay, just shake it out and get right back in it. Maybe you choose to stand and do a traditional quad stretch here. Whatever you need, it's always about you. Good job. And release that left foot down, frame that right foot, take that back, hold that plank. Here we go. Lift that right leg. Let's pulse it for 3, 2, 1. Yogi grip into the mat. Left leg lifts. Pulse it. 3, 2, 1. You can always lower to the knees here. Lift that right leg. You've got it. Pulse it. 3, 2, 1. Protracting through the shoulders. Let's lift the left. 3, 2, 1. You've got it. Look forward, shift forward, lower to the knees, untuck the toes. Exhale, lowers you down, shoulders away from the ears. Lift it up on that inhale for that cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes underneath for that down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Amazing job here. Grounding into that right foot. Sweep that left foot back for that 3-point down dog. Point the toe, externally rotate the hip open towards the left now. Bend that left knee for that down dog split. Evenly distributing the weight between both hands. I'm not dumping and collapsing into the right side. Extend the leg, rotate it back, center for that 3-point, and then cross-legged down dog. Leg goes behind the right, bend that right knee. Enjoy that additional stretch here, IT band. And into that calf. Come up on the toes, bring it center for that down dog. Let's turn that right foot out 45 degree, bring it in, knee to nose. Left foot goes down, ground in that right foot as you come up for that warrior 1. Can you squeeze that right thigh a little more, pressing into the blade of that right foot? On your inhale, we're going to rotate open now towards that left side. Fingertips reaching away from each other. Squeeze and hold. Inhale, come back up for that warrior 1. Exhale, rotate open, heel to arch alignment for that warrior 2. Feeling that scapula pulling apart, pressing into the blade of that right foot. Amazing job. Extend that left leg and let's revolve that warrior. Now that left bicep comes to that right ear. Feel that nice lateral stretch in the left side body. Amazing job. Bring the arms back parallel towards the earth. Reach the fingertips in front of you. Feel that pelvic tilt and take it down for that Utthita Trikonasana, that extended triangle. Go wherever you need to. Palm can be on the shin. It can be on a block outside of that left foot, or take a hold of that big toe, rotating that rib cage up towards the sky, still squeezing that right thigh. Look down towards the earth, bend that left knee, take it into that runner's lunge, pivot on the right toes and hold. Squeeze that right thigh. It sounds like an oxymoron. We squeeze to release. Beautiful work here. Lower to that right knee, untuck the toe, walk the palms on the inside of that left foot and take it into that lizard. Oh, this one just feels so incredibly good for me. Go where you need. Maybe you play again, rolling to the blade of that left foot. Maybe you need to stay on those palms. Maybe you use a block or two to help. That is okay. Don't forget, tell yourself something else positive, whatever it is right now in this moment. Breathe it in. I want you to feel it. Good work. If you're on those forearms with me, come on to those palms. Now we're going to reach that left arm back behind you and take a hold of that right foot or the ankle. And enjoy that well-deserved quad stretch here. Whew, this side's extra tight. Really grounding into that right arm, strong yogi grip here. You've got it. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, relax the jaw. Take the option to stand here if you need it. One more breath. And release that leg back down. Frame that left foot. Take it back into that plank. Hold. Look forward, shift forward, lower to the knees. Untuck the toes. Exhale, lowers you down. This time, stay here. Bring the forearms out in front of you and meet me in that Sphinx pose. There you go. So you have a nice 90-degree angle here. Those elbows are underneath the shoulders. Palms are down to the earth. You're lifting that sternum up towards the sky. Notice my shoulders are away from the ears. This is great for the kidneys. And if you want to take this a little deeper and go into seal, join me by bringing the feet a little wider, like mat's distance. Walk the palms out, same, and press up. And this is seal. Just taking it a little deeper. Let's do 2 more nice breaths here. You've got an amazing job. And lower back down. Let's go into that counter pose here and give yourself a child's pose to release that back. Feet are together, knees are wide. Reach the fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Just a few more things and we will be saying goodbye. Just for now, not forever, I promise. And come back into that tabletop position. Walk the legs behind you and take it back down to the belly. Let's go into that half frog. That left leg stays extended. Bend that right knee out towards the side. Maybe you make that diamond shape with the hands to gently rest the forehead into the mat. Opening the hips a little more here. Good job. And bring that right leg to meet the left. And let's bend that left knee. Feeling it the other side. Now, if it's in your practice and you want to do a full frog instead of a half frog, you can come on both knees and take it here. Good, good job. You're amazing. And whenever you are ready, yogi, bring it back down. Meet both legs together and gently roll onto your back. And let's do a nice waterfall. So you're keeping the legs together here and you're extending the legs up towards the sky. If it's in your practice and you feel warmed up enough and you want to go into a shoulder stand, a headstand, whatever you need. This is great for our lymphatic system here, and if you feel anxious, this is another great thing to do. And one more deep, deep breath. Maybe you take a cleansing breath here. And gently bring those knees down. And let's do a supine twist. Extend that left leg out. Take the arms out to a T beside you. Keep that right knee in line with the hip and ever so gently guide it over the body and down to the earth. Being mindful of that low back always. Maybe you choose to place a yoga block underneath that right knee, or use a bolster or pillow or whatever is around. Starting to slow down this practice. Guide that knee back up. And extend that right leg out. Lift that left knee into that tabletop position, keeping that knee in line with the hip. Guide it over with that exhale over to the right side. Again, taking the option you need here. Tell yourself another positive thing. Giving yourself all the love. Showing yourself true compassion. And ground into the hands as you guide that knee back up. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Maybe you come into a tiny little ball. Hug yourself. Love yourself. And let's go into that Savasana. Choose whatever is best for you here. Constructive rest, butterfly. Just relax. And my beautiful yogi friend, you are welcome to stay here as long as you wish, as long as you need. Or you can join me by rolling on to your favorite side and guiding yourself up to a seated position. Let's bring those hands heart center, prayer position. I would love to hear in the comments below some of the kind, compassionate, loving things you said to yourself today. Remembering our words, our energy, they are a vibration that vibrates through every cell of our being. So continue to speak words of compassion to yourself. Let's bring the thumbs to the forehead, that third eye. The yogi in me honors the yogi in you. I bow to you, and namaste. Thank you again so much for being here, for joining me for today's compassion practice. If you're not already, please subscribe, give me that thumbs up, and I cannot wait to practice with you again so soon. Have an amazing day.